Hello everyone, it's Janice here. I've been making flowers. I've been using the new Forget-Me-Not Flowers die set from Diamond Dies. Really super cute. Laura over at Lauraluvslace, she's another Diamond Dies design team member, and she has a tutorial up on these flowers too. I will leave her link to her channel in the description box below for you, because you want to go check out her tutorial as well. They are completely different from mine and so pretty. Okay, so this is what they're coming out like. I am using a couple of other die sets from Diamond Dies to make my centers. Forget-Me-Not flowers have like a yellow center, and then they have these white lines coming, you know, like a starburst type thing coming out from the center, the yellow center. So to get my yellow center, I'm using the Fancy Flowers set. I have used these in many of my flowers to make the little fuzzy centers is what I call them. I used the smallest 3, you know, for the in other words, for the larger Forget-Me-Not flower, I used this size for the yellow center. For the medium, used this size. For the small, I used the smallest. 2 of each for the fuzzy center, the yellow center. And then for the white part of the flower, I'm using the Asters flower set. And again, the smallest 3 in the same way. Small, medium, and large. Okay? I've been playing with my watercolor pencils again. I cut all of my pieces from watercolor paper. The watercolor pencil set that I am playing with today is from the Basics set. I'm using 2 of the blues and the yellow. Okay, so let's get started. I have already colored up one of my yellow centers. Oh, and before I forget to mention, on the, let's see, on this, for the white part, these flowers are a 12 petal flower, okay? And I was just needing, you know, 6. So what I've done is I have taken it and just cut every other petal off to get this component that I needed for my white part, okay? This is what they cut out like right here. Cut every other petal off to get that piece that I needed. So I already have one of my yellow centers colored up, and I'm going to color the other one up. With these watercolor pencils, you know, you just put your color on here depending on how light or how dark you want it. Okay. I have really enjoyed playing with these watercolor pencils, y'all. I've been watching some tutorials as well. And I have a link that I'm going to put down below for you for a tutorial that I watched the other day by, let's see, her YouTube name is Made by April Ann. And she has used the Prima watercolor pencils along with the Prima doll stamps. And she's done a wonderful job. In fact, it's a tutorial. So, like I said, I'm going to leave that link down below for you. You want to go watch it. If you're, you know, wanting to see some of the watercolor pencil in use. Okay, so both sides, I don't think I mentioned that. You want to color both sides of your pieces, and like I said, there's no right way, there is no wrong way in putting this color down, because, you know, once you put your water to it, it's going to blend it all. All right. So now I'm going to just go in. Let's see, I'm going to wipe that off where I was coloring that because I don't want the blue to get in with my yellow. So I'm going to go in now with the watercolor brush is what I'm using by Prima. And it's a really good one, y'all. Loving it. But you can use, you know, a paintbrush and water. Anything you've got. So, okay, and just blend your color. You know, if you want to make these flowers out of just cardstock, colored cardstock or whatever, I do suggest that you, or you know, or designer paper, I do suggest that you give it a little mist, because when you wet your, I know I've said this before, when you wet your flowers, the paper, you know, the cutout flowers, and then dry it with your heat tool, it just really helps them to hold their shape. Okay. So now I'm going to blend the color on my flower. Love these blues. The forget-me-not flowers in nature are blue. I do go online and before making my flowers and do a little research just to try to, you know, get them more realistic looking or whatever. And so yeah, they're blue in nature, but I did see like some pinky lavendery looking ones too. So just a few, you know, I'm not really sure what the deal is there, but I do believe that they are blue. I'm going to just clean my brush out a little bit so I don't forget to do that. Okay. So now I'm going to lay my wet flower face side down, or you know, upside down, face side down is how you want to do that. And I have used just a couple of different sizes of stylus when making these flowers, which this one, yeah, this tip. So, you know, for the larger flower, I've used a larger tip stylus, and then the smaller flowers, I've used a smaller tip stylus. So I'm just going to go in now into each tip of this flower, face down, and give each tip a push. And then from that push, run your stylus down the side of that petal. When you get to the V, push again. Okay? See what I've done? Well, that looks purple on camera. Okay, push at the tip, run down the side, push. Push at the tip, run your stylus down the side there, and then give it another push in between the petals. Do this all the way around. Okay. And I'm sorry to sound, if I sound like I'm rushing y'all, but I've already tried to do this video about 5 times. And it's either, you know, I run out of time or my camera runs out of battery. So that's, you know, what the deal is. Okay, so this is what it looks like so far. So now you're going to flip it over, face side up, take your stylus, and in between each petal, about midway from the center, give a little push with your stylus. Do that all the way around in between each petal, about midway to the center. And this is going to form a little cup in the center for you to put your center in. And you don't have to make your centers, you know, from all these other dyes. If you want to just get the forget-me-not flowers dye. So, and I'm going to have the link to the store down below too, y'all. And, you know, in my coupon code and all of that. All right, now you want to have a pair of tweezers to hold it with so you can dry it. And give it a good dry with your heat tool. I love the texture that the watercolor paper is giving, you know, for these flowers, y'all. Super cool. Okay. Just readjusting it. Okay, that should be dry. Yeah, good enough. So see, and by running that stylus, let's see, by running that stylus down the side, do you see what it's doing? It's forming that shape that the dye naturally has already. That I don't know, windmill or whatever shape. Okay. Now I'm going to go and go into the yellow centers and form these and the white center. Okay. So for the yellow ones, all you want to do is just give them a little push right in the middle, and give the white piece a push, just a push. Alright, so now we're going to build our flower. So I'm going to take the flower itself and just put some glue right in the center, and take the white piece, and you're wanting your white pieces to be in between the petals whenever you put it in there. Okay? Alright. So now I'm going to stack up my yellow pieces. Just, you know, put these two together. Really helps to have a pair of tweezers for this. Okay. I'm just going to take my little stylus again and give those a push. And I'm taking my tweezers and just kind of going around it to form it. To make that, I call them fuzzy centers. And then I'm going to put a piece of, just a dab of glue in the center of the flower again on the white piece. And then put the yellow center in it. Okay. And I'm going to just give that a push. And I've noticed while doing this, that white part, it just seems to fall, those white petals just seem to fall in place. Like they know what they're doing here. I don't know if I mentioned it or not. I've done this video so many times. I don't know if I mentioned it in this one, but yeah, I think I did. That the Forget-Me-Not Flowers has that starburst center, that white. So there you go. There it is. Yay, I think I've got this video done. Hooray. So I hope that that you like them and that you will give them a try. Come out really pretty. I am, you know, like I said, working on a project to use all of these beautiful flowers on. So hopefully I'll get that, you know, video up here in a day or so. So be on the lookout for that. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I will see y'all really soon. Bye for now.